Hello, welcome. Time to play more Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 2. What are these roly-poly UVs doing? What the fuck? Nice. So SiRiUS has this solar orb because we realized that Flame Blast can be casted on solar orb. Because Flame Blast says you can use it on yourself or on a solar orb. So put a solar orb and you Flame Blast the solar orb. Look at that. Way safer. You don't have to run into the middle of them. Just keep Flame Blasting that orb over and over. Another one you might want to put on solar orb, I realize, is Persistence, which makes it last longer. That's another thing to consider. Watch out the storm.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my flask sucks. I need to get new flasks. It says my flask has 260 life. I have 1100. I have to use it 4 times to fill up. I just haven't even looked at the flasks. It's so dumb. Nice. So I'm playing a different character.
Oh, you got some crazy skills that you gotta show off.
I'm not using the warrior this time. I'm using the monk. He's caught up in level. He's level 56, and we're playing his area now. So he's almost at the end of Act 2. So he's on Cruel. So he's almost caught up. This is an ice and lightning psychopath type variant phenotype. Basically,
highly customized with a guide.
He freezes stuff. Yeah, I watched a video, which is explained like the kind of a pretty cool concept, and then I kind of made my character off of that, and I did a bunch of 40 pages of talking to Grok about it, you know, and it giving me bad advice about how like I should, you know, get +1 frenzy charges on my gloves, and then that's like, oh, actually that doesn't work because you're converting them to power charges, and it's like, sorry for wasting your 100 exalt, is Grok telling me, you know. This bastard. Nice. But basically, what the guide said is that you try to use Herald of Ice and Herald of Thunder together. But what you do is you make Herald of Ice do thunder, lightning damage, and you do Herald of Thunder do ice damage. So you make them do the opposite. So ice does lightning and lightning does ice, you know? And then the reason that's good is because when this Herald of Thunder, it says when you kill a shocked enemy, it causes a lightning bolt to come down, which means the enemy must already be shocked. So that's why you shock them with Herald of Ice, because that way it's being shocked by a different thing than itself or whatever. And then Herald of Ice says when they shatter, then they explode. So they need to be frozen for them to shatter, and that's what Herald of Thunder is doing, and it causes a chain reaction. So basically, if I can get a guy to freeze or to get shocked, causes a chain reaction, which usually makes everything die. That's what that chain reaction is. Just from those 2 heralds or whatever. There's actually even things in your passive tree to boost your herald. Like on the very right edge here, I found it says increased damage while affected by a herald. Increased damage while affected by a herald. And then 50% increased cold damage while affected by Herald of Ice. 50% increased lightning damage while affected by Herald of Thunder. These are huge bonuses. And then the actual what's on the heralds, I'll show that, is Herald of Ice has lightning infusion, which does extra lightning damage because you want the ice skill to do lightning damage, and then coursing current, which makes shocking hits from sword skills have a chance to also shock enemies in the 2.5 meter radius. So that means that now if my ice skill shocks them, it causes yet another chain reaction of shocks in a radius around it. Innervate gains 35% of damage as lightning damage for 3 seconds on killing a shocked enemy. Wait a minute. Yes. Wait a minute. These 2 might need to be swapped. Ice Bite and Innervate. I think these might be wrong. Because technically this one is the one that... They kill a shocked enemy.
And shatter, they shatter.
These 2 might need to be swapped. Conduction says support skills have 100% more chance of shock, so that's on the ice one. And then Spore skills have more area effect on the lightning one because the lightning one has a smaller radius than the ice one, so you don't want it to be the same. But basically, they go back and forth, chain reacting, and that's just from any kind of freeze that any of my attacks do. Then my main actual attack is just like an ice attack that tends to start off the whole combo. Hear that little beep beep? That's my monthly fire alarm test thing, the Google Nest thing. Beep beep.
Oh shit.
So then my actual ice strike, normally this does 3 combo, and the third combo does like 350% damage. But then I have a thing on there that says like, do it twice basically. I'm gonna die here, that'd be embarrassing. You flat.
All these power skills and then you just die.
Alright, so then I do this thing called Charge Staff, which gives Wave Blast to my thing, which now extends my range, and so now I can hit shit much further range, and if they freeze, this still causes that whole chain reaction shit. I can go bam, you know, like at range. And then what I do is I consume my power charges to boost that up, you know. And that's actually there's a Charge Staff. This one says consume your power charges to infuse your quarterstaff attacks with a lightning arc thingy that shoots out in front of its shockwave. And that's boosted with the lightning exposure, lightning penetration, more elemental damage, and then electrocute, because I want him to actually electrocute, not just shock, because the way I generate the power charges on my main attack is this thing called Combat Frenzy. Gain a frenzy charge when you freeze, electrocute, or pin an enemy. So I'm freezing all the time, just normally, but then electrocuting is not shocking. You need to actually have a way to do that, so you need to have an electrocute gem somewhere. And then this generates frenzy charges, but in your passive tree you have a notable node here called Resonance, which says gain power charges instead of frenzy charges. That's how you get power charges from just normal attacks. So I'm like constantly generating power charges just by killing with anything that freezes. So that means if I freeze like all that shit, I just gain 2 power charges there. And then I consume them, it boosts my thing. I'm getting 4 instead of 3 because I have another passive that says anytime you consume a power charge, act as if you consume 2 instead. And then that's the shockwave. And then the other thing I have is called Flicker Strike, which is a teleport move, which also consumes power charges. I have 3 things that consume power charges, by the way. So if I go, it just warps between them all. Oh, 2 exalted orbs, nice. And a unique item for you. Look at that. The Dreamer provides. Holy shit, my guy's full of himself.
Let's check this item. What's so special about this?
What is it?
Trigger, it has a special thing. Trigger decompose skill on step. Whatever that is.
Weird, there's like certain things that get triggered that this is weird, but this is some sort of a triggering thing. I don't know very much about it, but I know there's like a whole thing because I've seen passives that say like skills that are triggered or boosted, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know anything about it, but it's definitely interesting. Definitely an interesting mechanic that enables some sort of thing that can only be done with this boot, you know?
Yeah.
Can I go back to town real quick?
Greeting.
Dump all these things real quick. Oh, and then... Where the fuck is the rabbit? Oh, there's this one. Damn, I have too many. Our stash is filled with too many rabbits, for fuck's sake. Alright, so there's another skill I want to show, which is the last one that uses the Flicker Strike. Let me show it a few more times because I want to show a better version of the power charge up. get my wave thing going. This just helps boost my lightning damage at all times, so I want to have that up always. This way. Get some power charges. 3, 4, and then now I need a big pack of enemies to teleport through. Hi, big pack of enemies. Meow. Here we go.
Crazy.
And the funny part about that skill is sometimes you have to backtrack to pick up items that you left behind. It travels the whole screen or whatever. Alright, and then the last move... Oh, here's a waypoint. Oh, here's where I insert this medallion, which I actually have the 2 of, so I'm inserting it right now. Increased life recovery from flasks. I'll do that one, because my flask is tiny. My tiny flask. Hold on a moment. I want to go get a better flask. This is ridiculous, right? Don't we just have like a basic ass normal flask that's better than this shit? What am I doing with myself, right? I just like haven't...
I have such a basic flask.
I just haven't looked. So what's the best flask I can do? Reduce charges. What was the thing that we determined was the best name? Oh fuck, these are only 2-year-old.
Oh,
Reduced.
what the fuck was it? I'm
I'm
gonna remember.
It was the the name. Yeah, I was trying to remember the name and then no.
The increased amount recovered, right?
Yeah. And then the reduced charges used is the ones I like. Or the gain charges per second one is okay too. Maybe I'll just do this one.
Reduced charges used, I think, is of the distiller. That's what it is on this one.
Okay. I guess 75%, 73% more for used while on low life. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that one. Yeah, and it could be used 10 times. I'll take this. And my mana one, so take this one. Fucking 100 mana. What am I doing with these old ass flasks? Alright, I'm coming. So one other thing on my character is these boots, which I think are not really that necessary, but they says physical damage is pinning. So that's the third thing, which says if I electrocute, freeze, or pin, then I gain a frenzy charge on that combat frenzy, which gives me a power charge. So there's 3 ways to get power charges from that. This one is the third way, but I don't think it's necessary because combat frenzy says you can only gain 1 charge like that every 2.3 seconds. So I think I'm doing it too often now. I think I'm wasting it. So this slot could be much better as just like a 35% move speed rare with high resistances and stuff. So let me show my last skill, which is the Falling Thunder, which also consumes power charges normally. So normally when you use it without power charges, it just does this basic ass thing. Weak. You just used up all my mana to do nothing. Where's some enemies? Where's some insolent fools? Hi. Power charges. Up, and then I use it, and does this, shoots out these lightning tendril things. Now the cool thing is that one can still give me power charges. It's not limited like the other skills. Most of the skills will say you cannot get a power charge from those ones. So I'm at 5 now. I'm still at 5. Like, it gets me more back as long as it hits stuff. And so it just stays at 5. And it's just clearing the whole thing, the whole screen.
It's also very sudden and instant and fast, whereas my thing takes a little while to charge up.
Yeah, it's just... Normally, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to charge up to 5. You're not supposed to be able to just keep doing it, you know? So that's what's crazy, is like... Yeah, the power. There's 3 ways to use the power charges, and any time you freeze with any of your skills, you're gaining them. There's a seal. What's also cool is that if you have power charges like this, it's counting down, and this is counting down. This one's about to expire. They're both about to expire. I just wait till the last second, and then I convert it. Now that one's full again, so I can extend it like that. Wow, you're just floating around. Flicker
I wanted
strike.
you to do your move. So it's kind of hard to calculate your DPS, isn't it?
Yeah, especially the herald stuff. Yeah,
How much damage are you actually putting out? It's a lot. It's a lot.
So there's another thing actually I need to show, which is the boss killer move.
Yes.
The boss killer is the last part. Let's find a boss. So this thing called Unbound Avatar, which is my ascendancy, whenever you freeze and stuff, you gain charges for it. It's built up to 100 now, so you kind of build that up on the map. You use it out on the boss to boost your damage by increases the elemental damage by 40%. It's pretty damn good. Alright, I think this is the last seal, and then we just go in that door. The door is back here. We found the door back here. I think that was the last seal. Maybe there's one more though, actually. Let me check. Fuck, there's another seal. I ran up to it, didn't open. Did you say open sesame? You remember that shit?
I remember in King's Quest 5, I keep bringing that game up a lot.
Yeah.
Because whenever he goes up to the door and it goes, open sesame. And
well, so that story is originally from like that 1001 Arabian Nights shit.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
What's so cool about King's Quest 5 is how it takes the folklore, fairy tale stuff from all over the place, you know, and it has the coolest stories, and they put it all in there.
And it's made by Hungarians as well, by the way.
Which, yeah, since we were Hungarian.
Bonus for us, because we are.
And then what's cool about that is that it actually has Hungarian fairy tales in there too, as well, which is a little bit more uncommon. And so then for us, it's kind of like, yeah, it's nostalgic, but for other people, it's kind of very exotic and unique, weird stuff that they've never heard of, right? Just like weird ass stuff that they don't even realize. They probably wouldn't even realize it was from a folk story or fairy tale. You know what I mean? Because they would encounter it in this game and they just would think the game just made all that up, right? It's because it's that weird. Like the needle in the haystack thing. Is that a story? Is that a?
That's from that is like a classic. I don't know if it's a classic Disney thing or if it's like from a Grimm Brothers tale. Or who knows where that's from? But it's definitely like an older one.
Fuck, where's this seal?
I don't know.
Wait a minute, did I just not click? Oh, it's just literally right there. Right next to you, right there. I just didn't run up to it, for fuck's sake. You can take the checkpoint teleport to the other one.
All you have to do was click on that?
Yeah, it's just run up to it. And like now this door opens.
Oh yeah, this part, I remember.
Titan Grotto. This place is cool, actually. Alright, so unfortunately what happens is I lose all my unbound avatar charges when I change areas.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Kind of like losing your Berserk in Doom when you go to a new map.
Yeah, it is. But usually the boss is at the end of the map, so that's what you use it on when you build it up like that.
And it doesn't go away, it stays there?
Yeah, it just stays built up, yep. I'm waiting for you to use it, yep. It can't be used until you built 100 charges, though. So it's like, I already built 10, so you just need to freeze 100 enemies on the map. Or freeze them 100 times. I'm already at 36, though. Like, how's that even possible? Let me read it. It's actually probably not just freeze, it's probably other stuff, too, because it says, when you freeze... Whenever you do any elemental ailments, so if you freeze, ignite, or shock. That's why, because I'm shocking and freezing. That's why I'm getting them so fast. Checkpoint. I don't know what this part does, by the way. We never actually do anything with this sword. We never come back here. I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
This is like not in the game yet or something, you know? This way, though. Oh, it's dead end. Never mind. Never mind, dead end. This way?
Freezing strike.
So the other thing about speed is once you can kill everything rather quickly, it becomes about like forward momentum, you know? Like look how far ahead I am of you. You know why? Because of my teleport shit. Because every time I click, I teleport forward a little bit. If I flicker strike, my teleport forward range is even farther forward, and that just keeps me going. Momentum, you know? Like, non-stop running forward.
On my screen it says, Asu, you, is now a level 57 invoker. You're an invoker is what you are.
An invoketard. I think I was going to put this critical chance. My critical strike chance is quite high too. It's like 25%.
Your mana never gets used up too fast?
No. My skills are like low mana. Well, actually. Must have a... Hey, look. Oh, this is the only life I have. Grants 5 life per enemy hit. Gain 22 life per enemy killed. I really want like a 5% life steal because I do so much damage. That'd be probably better on my staff. Like I should have socket a rune like that. And I need a tiny bit of mana leech. Like also like a 5% somewhere. That'd be nice because then I would just instantly fill up. The melee characters, when they deal with mana, if you have a little bit of mana leech, they do so much damage. Usually that's enough. You just need like 4%. You need one stat on any of your items dedicated to it, basically, to just get that. Which you can actually just put a rune into your weapon for mana leech and a rune into your weapon for life leech. I realized instead of doing damage. All right, is this the boss? No, not quite. Or is it? I don't know. I don't remember. Fuck, I think we went backwards or something.
It's the long lead around. This leads around.
Fuck, we need to go this way. Alright, so let me explain my other move. So I have this skill, this thing, Ice Spike. It deals the most damage at the end of its little spike. It's the butt spike. It says 350% damage. But it also says it can consume a freeze on an enemy to do 350% more damage, and I think those two multiply together, which makes it like about a 10x total multiplier on damage. It's really good for hitting anything at range. That's like hitting the rares. Not very accurate because I also did concentrated effect on it, so it makes it even... It's like very useless on anything but one enemy on purpose. But that means you freeze shit first, and then to do that I have this thing called Frost Bomb on a spell echo. This 1, 2, and I actually also have another thing on there that lets me cast it twice, so I can go put 2 of them down, and then both are spell echoed. But the point of that one is it applies exposure, because that skill by itself already applies exposure. It's called Frost Bomb. It says each pulse inflicts cold exposure on nearby enemies, so it's just an inherent feature of the skill without anything. And then also the quality on that gem adds increased exposure effect, and then I add strip away to that, which increases my exposure effect. Second wind lets me use it twice, and Cell Echo does it. Basically, that's just to apply a really good cold exposure to a boss, to make it so I can freeze them easier. So I would do this, and then I'd hit him with this freeze attacks to freeze him, and then once he's frozen, then I butt spike him. That's the strategy.
All right, I want to see it work on the boss. I want to see it work.
Here's a mini boss I could test it on. See how much, like, that one spike kind of did a bunch of his health? I wish I would have killed him. He had like 1% life left. Motherfucker. That motherfucker.
Got an item here. I think it's for you. Quarter staff.
Yeah. My quarterstaff kind of sucks. It's okay. It's like 19 to 22 cold damage, 36% increased physical damage. These are low rolls. 36% increased elemental damage with attacks, also kind of low roll. 3 to level of all melee skills. It's not a very good staff, and it's still doing a ridiculous damage. So if I had an actually really powerful staff, I'm going to get even more powerful. I'm just saving it for later to be like, have, you know, something else to look forward to. This staff here, it's probably 1 to 37. That's 38 plus another 19. That's like almost 60. And attack speed. Mine is... Oh, because I added lightning. No, yeah, this could become better than mine currently. The staff... Well, it doesn't have the plus 3 to all skills, though. That's the thing. So I'll just end up buying it, you know. I'll buy one.
We'll buy exactly what you want.
Yeah.
It's how we roll.
Yeah, so...
At the end game.
So I found a divine orb the other day, I should mention. I sold it for 444 exalts. So, have enough exalts now just to load up all the characters by buying like 5 to 10 exalts, 15 exalt items. Like,
you gotta play this game so many hours to actually find one. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Right. Alright, here's the boss.
Where did you get it?
Beginning of Act 2 or something like that, or beginning of Act 1. It was
Holy
ridiculous
shit.
and cruel.
Alright, do your special move.
Oh, no, he's not touched yet. He's not fightable yet. Can't damage him yet.
Oh.
Or can you? Or maybe you can. There we go. Go freeze first. Freeze, you fuck.
Freeze this beast.
Frozen. Butt spike time.
Wow.
Oh, and I just forgot to use my fucking super move, I just realized. Forgot to use my actual unbound avatar shit.
See it work.
Yeah, not freezing, there he is.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it did a massive damage, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not as good as like my hammer on the other guy, you know, as a finisher.
Yeah.
But this guy clears the maps faster, so he's going to be faster for farming items, I think. Because of how fast he just does the map clear. He's okay on the bosses, but he's also not very... He only has 1,100 life. My warrior has like almost 2,000 now, so... and also he has like way higher defenses than this guy. He just relies on killing everything before they have a chance to attack him. Do you see how I almost died on the bosses there several times there? Like he just kept hitting me and almost killed me multiple times.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Alright, back to town.
What level are you now? 57?
Yeah, what level are you?
60.
Oh yeah, I'm 57, yeah.
60?
Very good.
So you've caught up with this character.
This rule.
Uncut skill gem. Uncut support 3. You want one of those?
Yes.
Got it.
What's that damn skill I want to cut so I don't mess it up again?
Fire exposure.
Okay, not immolate, fire exposure.
Yes, the immolated gem has been cut like many times.
Yes. It's a problem. They do sound very similar, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
Immolate and fire exposure. Very
Hey,
similar
wait a minute,
sound.
look at these gloves. These are exactly what I was talking about. A little bit of life leech right there. But I can't get rid of my current gloves because these are... I should have probably showed this item first. Don't you think this is probably my most powerful item and I didn't even mention it? Don't you think? They're called the Hand of Wisdom and Action Furtive Wraps. It's Howa. H-O-W-A-A. Howa. Hand of Wisdom and Action. Anyways, what they do is they say... adds 1 to 10 lightning damage to attacks per 10 intelligence. So, like, I'm boosting my base damage, lightning damage, to help my Herald of Ice do more lightning damage, because then it can shock. So, on my rings, I want to do, like, increased lightning damage right there, and then also I'm adding the physical damage there, because I convert physical damage to cold damage, so that helps with the cold end, and this one adds lightning damage and adds % cold damage. I have another ring I'm waiting on. Here, which is this one here, the rarities. No, where is it? Yeah, it's this one. 28 plus 12. No, where's the other one? Here it is, 47% rarity. There we go. Now we're talking. 22 to 27 cold damage, 7% increased lightning damage. all elemental resistances and 29 to fire and 13 lightning, so it's like a really high resistances. It's like 60, 47 rarity, and flat cold damage. I guess that means I'm going to get rid of my lightning damage, I just realized, because this ring here is also 43% rarity, and it has... even the intelligence there is actually useful, because 21 intelligence is 2 of these, because per 10 intelligence. So I'm getting 2 to 20 lightning damage from that intelligence. So I want intelligence on all the items if possible. On my amulet, I have 2 to all melee skills, increased rarity 50%. I have a lot of rarity coming, like 150% once I put that ring on. Then my belt.
So you like this character better than the other one?
I think so.
In the end, it's more fun.
Yeah. So these gloves cost 100 exalt, by the way, because of the corruption +1 level to all melee skills. But even without that, these cost 50 exalt or more, 70 or something like that, just because of the 1 to 10 lightning damage per intelligence. Oh, it also has 3% increased attack speed per dexterity as well. And it adds 24 to intelligence and 22 to dexterity, which are pretty good rolls on this item. Just 15 to 25. This item is... the reason I wanted it so bad is because I could tell this is an item that's overpowered that they're going to nerf. I want one of these items so later when you can't get them anymore, you know, they're going to turn it into like, it adds 1 to 4 lightning damage per 10 in intelligence, you know? And then I'm going to have this 1 to 10 ones from the past. So, so that one adds lightning damage, and then charge staff adds lightning damage per power charge, and then also you're getting the lightning damage and stuff from your any kind of ring boosts or whatever. Yeah, lots of ways to add that base lightning damage up. All right, let's go to the next.
So the thing that I just did was with that gem I made fire exposure. I put it on a solar orb, so now it's fire exposures for 8 seconds on ignited enemies.
And also strip away now actually is useful.
And I added the 4th slot, and I added strip away. Yes.
Very good. Yes.
30% more.
Yeah. So I was able to buy those 4th slot adding gems, which cost like 9. I was able to find a good deal for 6 exalt each, and I bought like a bunch of them. So now we can actually 4-socket all the skills that we want to. Not all of them, but the ones that we think are worthy. You know. Where do you go now? Travel to the... oh, you just need to take the thing to the Trader's Passage, and then you blow the horn there or something. Here?
I'll just teleport to your zone when you're there, since I've already done all this shit.
Or... Lost City, what? Oh, I never finished that zone, I just realized. I'm an idiot. I never finished the Keth zone, I only went into the end, so I never finished the Lost City part of that. Let me get there.
We'll finish that, and then I must depart, good sir. Did you go there? Okay, I'm teleporting to you.
Must be here. Yeah. Find the boss in the center of the city of Keth.
Alright, I'll see if my solar orb thing does good effects now.
Yeah, so we need to get you some items. We need to get you good fire staff, which you have one you're waiting on. I think that one is actually pretty good already, the one you're waiting on.
It's a living bomb, though, but it is a fire staff, technically.
Right, yeah. Had one bad stat on there with, like, gain life per kill, enemy killed or something, but...
yeah.
+4 to fire skills, bunch of spell damage. We can try and find a better one. That was funny. He just did there's only 2 enemies there, and he did I did a flicker strike, and he went back and forth between the 2 of them, like over and over. Holy shit, I'm about to die. I don't even know what's killing me.
Some effect boss dude left, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of a beast.
Yeah, who wouldn't die?
Mini beast.
Uncut Spirit Gem 13. Oh, we need a 14. Need that 14.
Yeah, that's another thing we're low on, is the 14 ones. The last tier of spells or whatever. Last
wow, where did I just end up? So, uncut skill gem. Oh, fuck, never mind. I'm looking for sword gem.
13.
Yeah, we need those support 3s. See, the thing that's I don't like about the solar orb thing and placing it, it's a 2-step process just to get your thing where you want.
Yeah.
It's a 2-step process just to get the thing where you want.
You can get it far ahead of yourself.
Yeah, but it's a slow thing. Like, I just left click and they're all dead. Like, you need to get, you need something like that. Like, it's much better for you if you're just running forwards, flame blasting. Like, as far as speed, because you're not having to.
However, the solar storm doing additional damage boosters.
Yeah, I know, but you're.
So it is useful.
I know, but like, so does my stuff I can boost as well, but I don't need to. So ideally you want to have your one skill, one click everything. You don't need to like. Yeah, you can boost it, but only on a rare or something like that, on a rare enemy. You can just clear through most normal enemies with just a regular flame blast. That's ideal.
Yeah.
Because then you could just keep moving. And if you could even get away with a smaller one, like not doing a full-size one, like if it's enough to kill him, then that's faster too, So you actually need to learn how to figure out like what's the right size to do for your level and the enemies and stuff. But then if you identify a blue health enemy, a magic enemy, or a rare, then you do all your other shit. You do your full thing. The Venom Pit. There's a boss here. A little mini boss. Will not freeze. Oh shit. Oh, utility belt. Look at that. Utility belt is one of the more rare belts. We've only found 2 so far. This is the 3rd one we found. Now, this is the one that's you want to chance because it's. But you need a white version of it, unfortunately. So this is useless. But if you had a white version of utility belt, that's the one you use the chance orb on because it can turn into a ingenuity belt, which says 40 to 80% increased effect of your effectiveness of your rings. So whatever stats you have on your rings, which is one of your best item slots is your rings, it doubles all that. So your belt does not compete with if you had if you had 4 rings, basically, right? So your belt slot now it makes it like as if you had 4 rings and 2 of the best rings are copied. And so, but then the 40% one of this belt, Ingenuity, is like 100 Exalt, and then the 80% one is like 1800 Divine Orb, which is like 80,000 Exalt or something. So the range is huge. So, but if you even just want like a 50% one, that's already 1 Divine, and if you want like a 60% plus one, that's like 5 Divine, and if you want a 70% plus, it's like 20 Divine. So that's why you want to Chance Orb it though, because the Chance Orb chance for the item is based off of how rare it is. So the item itself is I think it is rare, but it's not the rarest possible tier or something like that. But then what makes it super valuable is if you get the good roll on it. And I think what people are doing, and I think this is what's happening with the divine orbs, by the way. Why are divine orbs so valuable? What kind of psychopath? What are they doing with divine orbs, which re-rolls the numeric values of items? They're buying a low 40% roll version of this fucking belt, and then they're divining orbing it, because if the cost for a good roll is 20 divine, if they can get it in under 20 divines, the good roll, the re-roll of the stat values, you know, then they can resell it, and then they made a profit, and then they buy another one that's just a basic shit 40% one for like 100 exalt stuff. 100 exalt. But so then that's like, now think about where all of those divines, where's the value of divines? Who's actually using divines? Who's buying them for this price? It's these motherfuckers doing this kind of shit.
Trump, Elon Musk, billionaires.
So these game designers, the game designers did a super good job in this game, I'm realizing, of generating value from the rich people at the top to where it creates all of the demand for the divine orb, which then when you find as a lower level player, you know, like in Path of Exile 1, they didn't have as good of a currency tiering in Path of Exile 1, where in this one it feels like there's two whole tiers to it. Like, I think when you're super rich in this game, you don't even deal with exalts anymore. I think you're just dealing in divines exclusively. Like, you know how we have 300 exalts now? Imagine if you had 300 divines, right? It's not even comprehensible.
That'd be insane.
It's not even comprehensible to us because we're like in the slums beneath in Final Fantasy VII. You know, like we're like below the plate.
Well, we're working our way up. We're working our way up out of the slums.
Yeah, but so I think they've made it so there's actually like a whole other tier of, which in Path of Exile 1, most people would never reach that tier. I think is what it is. They wouldn't ever reach into the tiers of the upper. Yeah. Anyways, that's what the utility belt is.
I mean, you know, I guess a lot of people who play this game, they do keep on going. You keep on going and going. Reaching the end tier.
Yeah, but what I mean is, in Path of Exile 1, the only way you could reach endgame, but in order to reach these upper tiers of crafting, where you're actually combining items and you're crafting items with these currency items, you need to be rich. So that means like you need to actually be successful at trading and stuff like that. It's like it was reserved for like the top 1% of players who are not just good at playing the game, but actually good at managing their money too, and you know, good crafting and you know. So now I think what they've done is I think it's easier for a player to get these higher, like divines and stuff when you're higher level, and it creates like an end tier kind of category feel for everyone, if that makes sense. Because everyone, I think, will reach into those tiers where exalts are beneath you and you're dealing in divines. And I think that was exclusive more to only the rich in Path of Exile 1.
This is the difference between when we play these crafting games and you quit with all your chests full, with nothing else to do. In this game, you can actually quit with all your like money full and have real use out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's next level.
Wait, where the fuck is the exit? We cleared this whole fucking place. Where's the actual...
It just says travel to Trader's Passage, but were we just trying to acquire something here and then get out of here?
No, it says travel to the Lost City. Or we are in the Lost City.
For you, it's different.
Travel to the Lost City.
Find that Lost City.
It's probably this waypoint up here. Or is that where we started?
By the way, when I was doing this in Act 2 myself, somehow I missed these skill points, because when we just killed this little mini-boss, I gained 2 extra skill points, a book thing, just now.
Searching for the buried shrines location exit from here. So just try and find a... It's gonna be a fucking ground thing, you know what I mean?
Stairs or whatever. It's gonna be top corner, isn't it?
What if the waypoint was right next to it?
Is that what it is?
Fucking way. We already explored the whole area for no reason. Hilarious. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god.
That doesn't happen frequently.
Oh no, this is the caravan. What the hell?
Oh.
Ah,
That's a dead end. What about this
I'm
one
an
to the
idiot.
left here?
I know what just happened. I'm an idiot. I went to the wrong zone. God damn it. Gotta go to the Lost City. Go choose the checkpoint. And then go to the very end of the bottom right. Yeah, it exits the Lost City.
It's just right here?
Well, I'm an idiot because I already had the waypoint to the Lost City. So I thought I was clearing the other direction, but I was doing it backwards. So it's this zone that I need to clear, the Lost City. Which I already had I thought that the Lost City was the lower level of the two, you know, versus the... God damn it. I will make up for it by destroying and smashing everything very quickly. Please don't die, you fool. I'm actually running out of mana lately. Just... I've never encountered yet, so I need to fix that, you know? I didn't think about this
mana recharge stuff, yeah.
I need a mana leech on something so that way if I do a tiny bit of damage, my mana goes flying up. So I need to socket that. Actually, you know what? Let me try and do that right now because we have those runes. So let me just try it. So I need a mana leech and a life leech rune in my weapon. Let's do it. Dump these, and then, okay. Leech is 2% of physical damage as mana, so one of these. And... where's the life one? Gain 20 life per enemy killed. Gain 10 mana per enemy killed. Where's the life leech one? Reach 3% of physical life damage. Yeah, 3% of physical damage is life. So it only works on the physical damage, which sucks because all my shit's being converted to cold damage. So let's just check how much damage I still do on Ice Strike. That's physical. I think some of it's still physical. 39 to 69. That's not a very much cold.
We gotta sell shit.
That's not very much. It's not very much life. It's not very much life leech there. I don't know. I don't know if I can do if this will work. Because I don't do enough physical damage. I think this would be a waste. I need to figure out how to do... Because I have a bunch of life regen. My life regen is 43 per second. Pretty good. I think I need to do... There's a bunch of stuff on my tree, which says... it says something like, recover 1% of life on kill, recover 1% of life on kill, recover 2% of life on kill, recover 1%. So I can get 5% of life on kill recovered right there. And that counts no matter how I kill them. I don't have to kill them with physical damage. I can kill them however the fuck I want, and that gives me life. I think that's what I need to do. Anyways, coming back. But so that doesn't... But I just realized, so that doesn't solve my mana problems. That only solves my life leech problems. That's electrocution right there. Fully electrocuted. And versus shock. Like, electrocution is what I first thought of when I think of shock, you know? But shock just makes them take increased damage. It doesn't actually make them... You know? It doesn't electrocute them. They have a whole other thing for that in this game. Electrocute.
Yes, it's like there's so many different kinds of electric stuff in this game.
The boss here. Oh no, fuck you.
I think you already killed him.
Oh. Whoops. Funny, my lightning, he was off screen, my lightning hit him. Whoops, he's dying off screen and I'm not even aware. Oh yeah, so what you're doing is you have a curse, by the way. Talk about, you have blasphemy, which is a buff which says turn any curse that you socket into it into an aura around you. So normally you have to cast curses. This is something that was in Path of Exile 1 as well, blasphemy. So now you have like a radius around you. So when you get near you, they got that little. Let's see. Let's let this
fire symbol. Yeah.
Here's a little creature right here behind hiding. See when he gets near you? Watch when he gets a little thing appears above him. Yeah, so which is, you know, what you want because they're coming towards you. Here's a skeleton. He just got it right there. And then the flame blast is growing towards them. They're coming towards the flame blast. They're getting flammability, which increases their something. What does it actually do? The fire resistance is reduced, is what it does. But then you also put fire exposure onto your solar orb. Which is different than just reducing their fire resistance, which it does do that, but it's a different version of it, so they stack together, I think. Oh, it didn't. And Solar Orb also has an inherent, just like my Frost Bomb, which has an inherent thing that says freeze. It ignites just when enemies are near it. It doesn't have to do like enough damage to ignite. It just ignites automatically. So that's why Solar Orb is good. Because then you put a thing on your Flame Blast which says consume ignites to do extra damage, right? Or it's Elemental Discharge. Have we seen it actually happen?
I don't know what I'm actually looking for.
Is there an enemy here? Oh, it's an enemy. He's bad, he just exploded. Salted Orb. This guy, my character's so pretentious. That's the only downside to him. The Dreamer provides. He's like, he thinks he's responsible for everything. And then he says like, when you're too full, he says, I'm a simple person. I don't try not to carry too many burdens. Listen, motherfucker, you're literally loaded on items like 99% of your life. You know, you're full on items, and you're like, I'm not very materialistic. Your entire pursuit in life is to acquire items. He's the most materialistic person you've ever met, but he's like, I'm not materialistic. He's a ridiculous.
He's the most killer, materialistic monk you'll ever see. Yeah, I'm not sure if that elemental discharge thing is supposed to be doing it. I don't know if it's even working.
Yeah, you might be better off doing the minion one that consumes your minion. Don't you think?
Let me just read it again.
Support skills cannot inflict freeze, shock, or ignite. So now the thing that sucks about that is now your flame blast can't ignite. It consumes a freeze, shock, and ignite to trigger elemental discharge. And then you need to actually look at the elemental discharge skill itself, which says consuming a freeze deals 30 to 50% of cold damage, which you're not doing that because they're not frozen. Consuming an ignite deals 35 to 55% of your intelligence as fire damage. So if you have like 150 intelligence, that's going to be like about half that or a third of that. So like 50 to 100, or 50 to 75, I mean. 50 to 75 damage, which is before the boosts from all of your passive trees that boost the lightning damage, or the fire damage, I mean.
What if I click the
wait a minute,
and actually look at that?
I just realized something. Are you still lightning damage spec'd in your passive tree?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, okay.
I was doing some fire, but I need to fully redo that.
Yeah.
At some point.
Alright, yeah, we need to go through.
I was doing fire here, remember all this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points in the lightning tree right there, which could have gone towards fire.
I know.
It's all about that opportunity cost.
You need to help me do that sometime.
Yeah, we'll go through. So what I'll do is I have a program called Path of Building 2, which is lets you recreate it's a standalone EXE program application. This is where we're at with Path of Exile. Like World of Warcraft is an online website. Here you got a program. But in this program, you can spec all your points into the passive trees. You can set up all of your skill gems and all the support gems and everything. You can put like every little detail of every item that you have in there. You can also create rare items and get like if you have a rare item that you have like this belt here, invasion strap. It has all these roles, but it knows what the roles are, the affixes, the prefixes and suffixes, and you can just it even has the breakpoints for you, so you just have a slider that you slide on life, and it'll say like, you know, if you go above 140 life, it'll show that, oh, you've reached the next tier of life affix, you know? And so, but you just dial it into the whatever one you actually have on your item, and you can actually even create hypothetical items, or items that don't exist, and you can name it like, SiRiUS's ideal best boots, plate belt, or plate, lizard scale boots, you know, or you know what I mean? Like, so you could just, and then you'd actually look for that item in the store, or a similar item. But so that will let us, and then the whole point of that is at the very end, it'll tell you your total damage and stuff very accurately, and you can even do things like checkbox stuff like, are the enemies ignited when you're doing the flame blast? Yes. Okay, well in that case they would do this much damage, you know, and so you can actually even more accurately in that program look at the chain reaction shit of my heralds that I'm doing, right? Which is much harder to see the damage from that in the actual game. Oh, this is a cool ass gem. What the fuck? I got a ruby jewel, right? 2 to maximum fire resistance. Damage penetrates 8 fire resistance. That's maximum fire resistance is very good. Like, that's rare as fuck. Like, that's hard to come by. Like, as a property, not this item, but the property of maximum, increase any maximum resistances is very hard to find anywhere on any items. It's usually in your passive tree, and you can usually only boost it by like 1% or 2 because it's so powerful. Because 75% is 3/4 removed, and if you just go up 5% to 80, now you're at 4/5 removed. You're, you know, like you're only taking 20%, and if you go up to another 5% from there, you're already at like only taking 15%. So like the multipliers just of advantage become too high at that point. So there are ways to get your maximum resistances to fucking 90 in Path of Exile 1 though. Then you're taking only 1/10 of the damage. It's insane. It's crazy. Alright, anyways, let's finish this area.
Yeah.
I was just full on stuff, so I had to empty. But other than that, don't do that shit now, please. I mean,
I'm just gonna do the one that you told me about.
Which one?
The minion pact.
Oh, okay, I see.
I don't see the effect happening from the other one at all, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know.
It happens so infrequently that you just don't see it happening. Which means it's not happening enough to be worthwhile.
Here's the tomb. The golden tomb. Oh my god.
Why can't it just be a tomb, sir?
Here it is. Ready? Here comes the little worms. Or maybe that was already it. Maybe we were already attacked.
This is supposed to be making the skulls blow up more or something?
So that one kills a skull to do more damage. So what you need to be watching for is you need to watch one of your skulls die every time you flame blast. See the little skull drop dead? See that? One skull drop dead. That one dropped dead. Yep. So that one dropped dead.
It is working.
So and then because of that, it's doing 40% more damage, which is good. Yeah. Now the only disadvantage of that is that you need to have the skulls around before you can do it. But if what creates the skulls? Does your solar orb create skulls?
Solar orb, yes.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Now which. Yeah, elemental discharge is supposed to consume the ignites, which is like, maybe not as good, because then guess what? Now your flame blast can't actually ignite. Can you do a flame blast? Let's see if it can ignite. They just died. Okay.
They died too fast. I'll do a small one.
Let's do a small flame blast.
So they don't die.
Yeah. Yeah, they're burning okay. Ah, don't die. I want to see it. Let's do full ones. Yeah, I want to see the fire, the flame, the ignite damage. I think that that rare that was with them was boosting their fire resistance, and then they weren't dying, and then now they died because he died, and then they lost their booster buffer. Lord, I think something like that was happening. Boss fight? Alright, let's do these ones. Yeah, look, watch them burn. Oh yeah, see that one burned to death. Yeah, so it helps to have some amount of, to remove that little thing means that sometimes you'll get a monster to like 10% life, and then it's like he just didn't die, and you're like, damn it, if he had a little bit of ignite, he would have died. And then, so I don't like elemental discharge, especially since it's not doing enough, and then it's taking that away. It's too much of a downside. I have a skill point. I will do. Let's do this recover life stuff. Let's start going into that.
And the solar orb brings out the little skull right away.
I like that, yeah.
So that is good.
Yeah. I also like how the skulls show you the direction the enemies are. Here we go. Here's what we're looking for, the buried shrines.
Something emanates from the darkness.
If I can get a successful teleport, and I can end up like really far away, that actually just boosts me so far. Like as far as the level clear speed, but it depends on where you end up, because you might end up back where you started, and then or you might have to run back to grab an item if a good item drops. But look, there, right there, I ended up like forward, and like everything died behind me. No items back there. I gained some. It's like if I just had a huge move speed boost, Welcome to SiRiUS Co-op, where screen.
You can be the fastest boy in the world, in the whole world of Poe 2.
Okay, here you choose.
The fastest one ever.
Fire, water, lightning is based on what kind of ring you want. So I want no. I want the lightning one. We have so many fire and cold rings, lightning rings. We don't have as many of.
The guy is too fast. He's too fast.
It's like I click on that room and I cleared both rooms. Like, teleport, What the fuck? It went so far forward.
Ridiculous. You can just call me runner. I just run after you. Just the runner.
Here it is, Heart of Keth. Level cleared. See, but that's like, your only goal is to find this exit. That's look how fast we just did that.
Yeah. Is this the boss?
Yep.
Alright, let's kill him.
This big clown idiot.
I was mortal then. I was.
Hello. Bam. Too bad you've already been exposured, sir. Here's a butt spike for you. No, he killed me! No! Kill him, finish him. For fuck's sake.
Hell here.
Can you resurrect me, please? Fuck, he was so close to dead, then he just did his big slam on me. See, this is what happens when you
spend... You need a bit more life. You need a bit more life or something.
I spent nothing on my survivability.
Yeah.
I spent it all on damage at this point. But the items for survivability I already have purchased. They're just in my stash. I'm just waiting to reach level 60 and level 75 and whatever, They're just waiting on those levels.
You're gonna buy me a bunch of goodies, though.
Yep.
That you wrote down.
Yep, I made a list. Jerry, I got a bunch of really super... I got him like curse rings that are like 40% increased curse chaos damage and, you know, and like rarity and life and resistances and all this shit, you know. I got a bunch of good rings, 2 good rings. Cast speed. Cast speed, chaos damage, I think is the 2 main ones he wanted.
Yes. Air damage as well. For me.
For you,
chaos.
For you, yeah. Yep. Alright, and then you go back.
I'm a witch! I'm a witch!
Oh, because of the burning?
Yeah. Alright, that's it. We're out of here.
Yep. Now you just gotta talk to the Zarka.
I have a quest, which is to go get Burger King.
Burger King quest.
Real life quests be like, go get Burger King.
Man,
you know?
there's no Burger King here. There used to be 2 of them, and they both closed down. And then they turned into at some point into a Carl's Jr. And then that's gone now too. And now we have an Arby's there for fuck's sake.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Carl's Jr. is the best out of all of those, actually.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Is it Carl's Jr. and Green Burrito or whatever? If you care for that part of it. It's one of those.
Ones here don't have the green burrito part, at least not that I've seen.
Yeah, it's one of those combo things, like how they do A&W, KFC. Alright, so then for this part, you just walk up here, talk to the lady. Goodbye. Desert map. She wants us to go to the, where do you want us to go?
Well, I end here, good sir.
No, it's just to go here and you blow, you blow the horn. Sound the horn.
I've already done all that.
Clear the sandstorm. Yeah, you've already done all this.
Oh, yeah.
The next part is basically you go do the caravan. Remember this? Where you go to the it's backwards.
You're on the caravan itself.
Oh no, I'm thinking backwards. That's Act 3 shit, isn't it? Or am I crazy? No, you gotta do Deshar first.
That's the end of Act 2. You're on their caravan.
First we have to ascend Deshar or whatever. I think. No?
Yeah, there's probably a part to that before. Yes.
Yeah. Travel to Deshar, yep, and then we go up there and then something. We have to kill the dude who ran away from us or something, I don't know. Oh, Uncut Support Gem 3, you wanted this. Here's one.
I have one, I already got one earlier.
Here's another one.
There's another one? So
Look how many we have.
You don't need any yourself?
I think I needed like 1 or something. All my shit's pretty good. I spent a long time getting it pretty dialed in. I need to get like Falling Thunder could be increased by 1. Frostbomb can have another one. Flicker Strike can have another one.
I really need a
Glacial Cascade to have another one.
Or 2 actually, for fuck's sake.
For Spirit?
No, for like actually making like my last skill gems themselves. They require a 14.
Oh, I see. I'm still only on 13. I don't think I could even use 14 yet until I'm level 60 or something. Not high enough level yet.
I have like 2 really good spells I'm trying to actually make. They never drop.
Let's see. Let me look at these items I have prepared for me though ahead of time. So I have this ring, which I showed already. This one, the super rarity, 47% rarity. So I'm gonna have like 150% rarity, which is also super good for clearing these maps. Hopefully I'll actually get good loot out of clearing them, you know. These are the gloves I was gonna use until I realized these are like the only gloves you ever want, is these Hawas. The boots, oh. Wait. Where's the boots I got? Oh, I didn't buy boots. That's okay. I bought this belt, which has chaos resist and +2 charm slots. I can actually use 3 charms with this one. And 23% chaos resist. It's really hard to find chaos resistance, by the way. That's the end game stat. That's the stat that makes all the items suddenly go up like in value a bunch. So if whatever you're looking for, and then you also want chaos resist, you know, suddenly the value is so high. So this one has 44 lightning resist, 23 chaos resist, 2 charm slots, and 116 to life. So that's, yeah, it's mostly for the life and the resistances. And then this thing here is the helmet. Evasion rating, energy shield, rarity, intelligence, 34 intelligence, because that boosts my Hawa damage 3 times right there, per 10 intelligence. Chaos resist, fire resist, some accuracy. The evasion rating energy shield thing, I'm going to show this too, actually. there's a thing I'm working on. I need to get my ascendancy 2 more points. So once we get the 3rd trial done, which Jerry said is like level 75, gain 1 spirit for every 6 energy shield on equipped body armor. First I misread this and I thought it was on all armor, but it's only on your body armor. So I was getting like energy shield evasion boots and everything. It doesn't matter. It's only on your chest armor. Gain 1 spirit for every 15 evasion rating on equipped body armor. So evasion and energy shield on your body armor give you spirit. So my current chest is this, 50 spirit. Not a very good item other than that. 20% reduced mana cost of skills is pretty good. 10 to all attributes. But you can get a much better chest than this, just with higher defenses and everything. But the 50 spirit is quite high. There's another chest which gives 100 spirit, which is a unique that Jerry was using. But basically, once I get this passive thing, or this ascendancy, I just need to equip some super energy shield evasion armor, and then I'll get way more. I'll get like 200 spirit from that, or something like that, I think. So that's the other thing I need to do. Yeah, that's it. My amulet's pretty good.
Expect some good items bought from the store next time I get on.
Yes. So we'll look at your stuff too.
Have a marketeer who will buy me things.
Well, I got 230 exalt still. I put another 53 in the guild stash, so we have like 300 total. Oh, and then the other thing we're gonna do is this. We have 5 inscribed ultimatums here, and Jerry says he has one too.
Oh yeah, we gotta do those.
So we have 6. So if we do it with Jerry, we can get 18 soul cores times 20 is 360 exalt, and that's if we don't get lucky to get the one that gives 1,000. You know, or sometimes you get lucky and you get the one that gives like 36 or 60 exalt instead of just 20. So we'll do that to earn a bunch of exalts, and that's it.
What are you, BlackRock? Managing millions and billions?
Trillions, motherfucker. Trillions of exalts.
Trillions and exalts and divines.
Yeah. Well, and then thanks to Grok, look at this shit. I have 2 of these fucking gloves. So here's a +1 to maximum frenzy charges, Hawa, and here's a +1 to all melee skills, Hawa. And you know what? I might be buying a 3rd one soon, which is a attacks penetrate lightning resistance, or attacks penetrate cold resistance corruption, which is, I think, better than +1 to all melee skills, because not all my skills are melee skills. Like my all my attacks are melee skills, but my frost bomb isn't a melee skill. My charge staff isn't a melee skill. The heralds are not melee skills, and the combat frenzy is not a melee skill. So like only my actual attacks are melee skills. So it might not be the best. The lightning penetration or cold penetration might be better. And then so each one of these is 100 exalt. And so, but the thing is, I could resell them. I could resell them for the 100 exalt I bought them for, or maybe more. Especially for more if they become nerfed and they become super valuable because they can't be created anymore. So that's why I keep them. Because even though right now +1 maximum frenzy charges doesn't do anything, because the only thing that makes use of frenzy charges that isn't on an archer is Dark Ray Vector Boots, which I have here, which says 5% increased movement speed per frenzy charge, which is not even that good, because the 35% movement speed boots, you would need 7 frenzy charges, like stably kept, to even compete, to even be at the same level as a 35% boots, which have a bunch of life, resistances, and everything. This has 22% lightning resist, and that's it. And the armor and evasion sucks on it. So what the fuck is the point of this? Oh, because it gives you +1 to maximum frenzy charges. That's the only advantage here, is that if you want like even 1 more frenzy charge. So the only place this would be useful is an archer, because the archer actually has skills that use frenzy charges. No other class has them. So frenzy charges, no good on monk, only good on ranger. That's the conclusion. But they're going to be adding more things to the game. So there's going to be things in the future that the monk will have that uses frenzy charges. There's going to be more items in the future that use frenzy charges. And another thing I need to look into is sometimes I had ways to create power charges, like I was using this skill called Killing Palm to create power charges. This now generates endurance charges because of that passive I got. So now I should ask Grok 30 more pages, hey, what are the uses of endurance charges in the game currently? You know, I should probably ask it that. Anyways, next time.
Yes.